Nothing beats games with great storytelling, world building, and combat. That is why a lot of gamers prefer role-playing games compared to other genres. Playing an RPG lets players immerse themselves in a whole new world while following or creating their own story. Back then, you can only play RPGs through consoles and computers. However, thanks to the ever-evolving technology found in mobile phones and devices, you can now enjoy role-playing games on the go. Tired of scouring the Play and App stores to see what's good? Well, look no further, as we'll share our picks for the 10 best mobile RPGs of all time, in no particular order. Before we start the list, you can help us level up by pressing the share, subscribe, and bell notification buttons. Coming in at number 10 is the action RPG Honkai Impact 3rd. Honkai Impact 3rd is the older sibling of the smash hit Genshin Impact. Aside from sharing the same developers, gacha mechanics, and the Impact title, Honkai Impact 3rd offers a different experience compared to Genshin. For starters, Honkai is more of an action RPG title. Instead of relying on spells, you'll rely on combos from ranged and melee attacks to beat enemies. Aside from the combat, Honkai has a more futuristic setting compared to the high fantasy setting of Genshin. So if you're a fan of in-your-face combat and futuristic settings, this is the game for you. Up next at number 9 is one of the most popular mobile RPGs ever, Fate Grand Order. With a dedicated fanbase and memorable characters, the Fate franchise has seen massive growth over the years. Arguably one of the driving factors is the popularity of the game Fate Grand Order. If you're a fan of tactical RPGs, then this is a title you definitely won't want to miss. Players take control of 6 units, with 3 being your primary units and the rest are your backups. What's great about FGO is all the characters that you can select have unique abilities that can lead your team to victory. However, the combat has a rock, paper, and scissors mechanic when it comes to character or unit type strengths and weaknesses. Planning and diversifying your team is a great way of overcoming this. Barging its way to number 8 is the classic RPG port, Secret of Mana. Secret of Mana is a classic RPG from generations ago. Now, instead of getting an emulator, you can play it on your preferred mobile device. Secret of Mana tugs all the nostalgia strings with its pixelated graphics and isometric top-down POV. The game's combat resembles older Zelda titles which allow you to fight enemies in real time. This was a far cry from the Square Enix games from that time, which featured tactical combat. If you're a fan of top-down RPGs, then Secret of Mana is sure to satisfy your need to play such games. Speaking of Square Enix, another classic RPG from them comes in at number 7, Dragon Quest VIII. Dragon Quest VIII is one of the most celebrated RPGs of all time. No surprise that Square Enix decided to create a port for mobile devices due to its popularity. Boasting a simple yet gripping story, Dragon Quest VIII deviates from past Square Enix entries on this list due to its visuals. The game models are in 3D instead of the pixelated aesthetic of Secret of Mana. If you're craving a PS2 generation RPG, go ahead and get this game on your mobile device today. At number 6, we have the isometric RPG Titan Quest. If you're a fan of Greek mythology and the Diablo games, then this title is the one for you. Nothing beats getting a stronger weapon and a sturdier armor set as you progress further into a game. In Titan Quest, you get a chance to collect a multitude of weapons and armor sets and use them to defeat your enemies. Another great thing about Titan Quest is the mastery system. This allows players to strengthen skills based on how they approach combat. This results in characters that look and feel how players want them to. Coming in the halfway point of our countdown is the smash hit Genshin Impact. It is rare to see mobile RPGs that allow their players to explore a massive world. Due to a great port, Genshin Impact not only lets players explore, but also combat enemies in a bright and beautiful setting. This is all possible through a great port that is not far off its console and computer counterparts. This game needs no introduction, and with frequent updates, this is something you'll play for a long time. May the 4th be with you. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic is up next. SWKOTOR, as it is called by fans, is one of the greatest games of all time. KOTOR lets players fulfill their fantasy of being inside the Star Wars universe. Knights of the Old Republic is one of the very first games that emphasizes the decisions players make in the game. Heroic acts leads you to the path of being a Jedi, while rogue actions lead you closer to the dark side. In addition, this game also has one of the biggest twists in gaming history. And if that is not enough to entice you to get it on your phone, we don't know what will. At number 3 is one of the cutest mobile RPGs, Cat Quest. Playing as an anthropomorphic animal never gets old. In this cute RPG, you play as a cat in search of his missing sister. The 2D graphic aesthetic matches the character designs and is supplemented by its real-time hack-and-slash combat. If you're looking for a more lighthearted looking game, then this one should be on your list. Speaking of pleasing to the eye, coming in at number 2 is Dawn of Isles. Ever wondered about playing an RPG with a tropic setting? Then Dawn of the Isles is a must-play. With numerous customization options for characters and island amenities, players will never run out of things to do. Players might even spend hours customizing stuff before deciding to progress the main story quests. So what are you waiting for? Get this game on your phone or tablet today. And coming in last but not least is Final Fantasy Brave Exvius War of the Visions. The Final Fantasy franchise is arguably the biggest name in the realm of RPGs. Games from the past and today drew inspiration from the numerous games from this franchise. Brave Exvius War of the Visions as a game follows this and borrows different elements from previous Final Fantasy games. Awesome elemental spells, a gripping story, and the beloved tactics combat system. This game has everything that newcomers and old school fans will love, and is much warranted a download. That wraps up our list of the best mobile RPGs. Let us know what you're playing right now in the comments section. Once again, this has been Cellular News, your source for the latest mobile tech and trends.